let's see. So here we are. We're just leaving Tesla headquarters, and we just dropped a random pin at Stanford or whatever. We can clear that though, and I don't know, we can pick it. I'll just whatever. AI end to end. Let's see how it does. So let's go. And here we're encountering some construction, and the car is just driving around the construction. So it has never seen this construction before. Well, it is near the headquarters, but this construction is relatively new. Yep, I just slow down for a speed bump, which is cool. And to slow down for another speed bump. And we did not program in. There's no line of code that says slow down for speed bumps. So it is doing this based entirely on video training. There's a bicyclist. Again, there is no line of code that says give clearance to bicyclists. It is just doing what people do. Once again, there is no line of code that says stop at a stop sign or wait for another car, or who came. There's not like wait X number of seconds, nothing like that. Nothing. This is old nets, baby. Nothing but nets. Here we are at a roundabout. So roundabouts are obviously pretty complicated.
It's waited for those two cars.
Yep, it just waited for those two cars to go and then did the turn. But we have never programmed in the concept of a roundabout. We just showed a whole bunch of videos of roundabouts. The mind-blowing thing is that there's no heuristics. There's no like lines of code. Like there's a guy on a scooter. It doesn't know what a scooter is. It doesn't know what paddles are. It's literally just been given a lot of video, and it's doing all of this on hardware 3. With about 100 watts of inference compute. It's not some like massive data center. And if we were offline, there would be no difference. This is locally, all the inference that's happening is local. It does not need an internet connection. We got to our destination, so I'll just pick a new destination here. Sort of random place here. Yeah, wherever, somewhere. It's also worth noting, and sure, you may want to actually sort of provide some commentary as well, but we've got test drive, FSD 12 test drivers around the world. So we've got people in, I think, like New Zealand and like Thailand and Norway, Japan.
Yeah, everywhere. Because you should generalize. The concept of driving is general. You don't need to like just do it in the US. You could do it everywhere simultaneously.
Right. And we just have like some students over there. That one of them stumbled briefly into the road, and the car drove around them. A lovely day in California, the beautiful Stanford campus. Yeah. So here we are at a roundabout. The car is I've never been to this roundabout before, and the car is not specifically trained on this roundabout.
Yeah, and then once it's our turn, it just proceeds.
Yeah. Exactly. So it waited for the correct amount of time, drove smoothly around the roundabout. Again, I will be somewhat repetitive, but there is no line of code that says this is a roundabout. There is nothing that says wait, X number of seconds, which is what we have in the explicit control stack. That's the sort of version 11. There's over 300,000 lines of C++ in the explicit control stack of version 11, and there's basically none of that in version 12. We're driving around in basically rush hour. Intervention, sorry. Okay, so that's our first intervention, because the car should be going straight.
Yeah, so this model has small regression in the traffic lights. We just oversample the traffic lights. Yeah.
Okay. that's why we've not released it to the public yet. So an intervention at this traffic light. That's the first intervention in the whole drive. Okay. Now, one of the sort of maybe slightly funny challenges we've had is that since the car is being trained on what humans do, humans almost never stop fully at a stop street. But the regulators are they're really quite insistent that we go to come to a complete stop at stop signs. When we looked at the data, only 5% of the time do humans actually stop fully.
Even lower than that. 0.5%.
0.5%?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
It's
basically,
rare.
people almost never fully stop at stop signs. So we had to like poll the fleet for rare examples and artificially train the system to stop at stop signs at the insistence of the regulators. Arrived at this random pin.
It might try to pull over. Let's see if it does. Sometimes it does pull over.
Yeah, so it kind of so this is pretty cool. So the car just pulled over to the side of the road, and
the passenger should get off and
parked. So it knows at the end of its destination, based on the video that's received, that at the end of the destination, you pull over to the side and park. In sort of robotaxi world, it would actually just probably perhaps know what you look like and just literally look for you.
Yeah. If you have a picture or something, you can just look for
exactly. It's like if you're signed up and it's like you don't have to, but if you wanted the car to literally find you, you just have to send it a picture of you, and it will look for you and wait for you.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can also say, drop me off at the Starbucks or something.
Yeah.
You should drop me off at the building's entrance as close to Starbucks as possible, as opposed to somewhere random,
Yeah, exactly. So...
Do you want to do the fight, or...?
Where does he live? It's somewhere around here. Yeah, should we just Google it? I mean, we can knock on the door and whatever Google says.
Please say hi, I guess.
Yeah, we'll say hi. We'll be friendly. It's just a polite inquiry as to whether you would like to engage in hand-to-hand combat. If not inconvenient, perhaps you would like to fight. Okay, so this is literally, we just Googled it. We don't know if this is where he actually lives or not, but we'll just go there.
Roughly.
He's like you. Okay. Let's go, guys. So now we're at least going to where Google says, Zuckerberg lives. I don't think this is really, it can't be really considered doxing if we just Googled it. So
even the speed is just, everything is automatic.
Right. Oh, is it going to stop? Yeah. Okay, good. Stopped at the red light.
Yeah, it was a late yellow, so it's just like...
Yeah. It's pretty much what a person would do.
Yeah.
And Palo Alto really is a lovely town. It feels like a Truman Show.
It's best for families.
Yeah. It's like everything's perfect.
Yeah.
Here we are, headed to like Edgewood Drive. I don't know if this is actually where he lives or not. Probably not, because it's like I would expect it to be like a lot of security and stuff. Anyway, well, we are at the spot that's roughly where, but I don't think this doesn't seem probably where it is, because I'd probably be security and stuff. Yeah, but it's sort of still nice driving around Palo Alto.
Can I head back to the office?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. I mean, Zuckerberg did say name the date in bold letters or whatever on whatever platform he's on, and so I'm like, hey, how about right now? So does now work? Alright, well, we couldn't find him, so we are heading back to Tesla headquarters. A place like this, it's a little tight, but it's okay. Yeah, okay, so this is a tricky one. So this is turning left onto Middlefield in Palo Alto where visibility is not great. So it's like
both sides.
the cars coming from both sides at pretty high speeds.
Good
But
opportunity.
did it. Yeah, no problem. Great.
Speed up is quite nice too.
Yeah, exactly. Like the very, very intuitive, smooth speed up and acceleration in turns.
Yeah, you did a lane change to get into the
Yep.
faster lane.
Exactly. So there's 2 lanes here. There's a lot more cars in that lane, fewer cars in this lane, and it's going straight. So it picked the lane with the fewest cars. Yeah, that's how it got to the point, and that's it. All right, so that was the FSD 12 beta drive. Super smooth. One intervention, which we'll fix with a bit more training data. Otherwise, really, I would say, like, you know, if this was a Uber driver, pretty much apart from that one intervention, 5 stars.
Yep.
So, all right, thanks everyone for tuning in.